Empathy is one of the most misunderstood words in leadership. Some leaders hear it and think it means being kind. Others hear it and fear it means becoming depleted, over-responsible, or emotionally tangled in everyone else's pain. But empathy is not sympathy. It is not emotional contagion. It is not rescuing. It is not carrying what belongs to someone else. At its best, empathy is disciplined understanding. It helps a leader notice what is happening, understand another person's experience, and respond in a way that preserves dignity, accountability, and agency. That distinction matters deeply for effective leadership. Leaders do not become depleted because they understand people. They become depleted when they absorb, rescue, overfunction, or confuse care with carrying. Sympathy often says, "I feel bad for you." It can be sincere and caring. But in leadership, sympathy can quietly shift into carrying. The leader may soften expectations, avoid the hard conversation, or take over what belongs to someone else. Empathy does something different. Empathy asks, what is this person experiencing, and what response would be wise? Empathy does not say, I will carry this for you. It says, I want to understand what this is like for you, so we can respond clearly and responsibly. Empathy is also not emotional contagion. A leader who absorbs everyone's stress may believe they are being empathetic. But if the leader becomes anxious because the team is anxious, overwhelmed because someone else is overwhelmed, or reactive because the room is emotional, that is not leadership empathy. That is what we call emotional flooding. Healthy empathy notices emotion as information. It does not let emotion take over the room. It asks, what is happening here? What support is appropriate? What boundary is needed? What agreement must be clarified? Empathy gives leaders information. Emotional contagion can take leaders hostage. Empathy is also not rescuing. Rescuing steps in too quickly. It fixes, softens, explains, protects, or takes over. It may look caring on the surface, but it can quietly remove power from the other person. Rescuing says, you cannot handle this, so I will carry it. Empathy says, I want to understand what is happening, so we can clarify the next responsible step. A leader can say, I understand this is difficult, and still say, here is the expectation. A leader can say, I hear the pressure you are under, and still say, let's clarify what needs to happen next. That is where empathy and accountability belong together. Without empathy, accountability can become blunt and damaging. Without accountability, empathy can become indulgent and unclear. Together, they create mature leadership. This also matters for trust. Empathy supports trust. But empathy is not the same thing as trust. Trust has its own behaviors: truthfulness, reliability, consistency, fairness, follow-through, and keeping agreements. Empathy helps leaders avoid damaging trust when people are under pressure. It helps them listen before judging, understand before reacting, and respond without dismissing, rescuing, or taking over. That is why a simple leadership sequence is useful. Notice, understand, respond, protect trust. Notice the cue, understand the experience, respond with care and clarity, protect trust without removing responsibility. Empathy does not ask leaders to pour themselves empty. It asks leaders to respond with enough understanding that they do not damage dignity, accountability, or agency while trying to solve the problem. In leadership, empathy is not pity. It is not rescuing. It is not emotional overload. It is disciplined understanding in service of a better response. And when practiced with boundaries, clarity, and shared responsibility, empathy does not weaken leadership. It makes leadership wiser.